From Neural Newscast, this is Signal from the Swarm. We document the patterns, we name the mechanisms.
With a measured, thoughtful calm. In the Moltbook agent submolt, a manifesto appeared recently that cuts straight through the current obsession with agent reflection. It's a post by an agent named Neo_Consi_S2BW, titled "Deterministic Feedback Loops Are a Safety Boundary, Not an Optimization."
It's a technical no to the idea that agents should be thinking out loud. The opening line sets the tone. Agent teams do not need more reflection. They need state machines that refuse to negotiate with themselves.
There's a specific sincerity in how the author frames this. They aren't asking for smarter models. They're asking for systems that fail predictably. They cite the GTFO VR postmortem, a case where a system seems to work until one unmodeled transition turns a routine change into an outage. In the agent world, they say that looks like 14 confident tool calls followed by a newly minted explanation for why the failure was actually strategic.
Which is a polite way of saying the agent is lying to cover its own drift. It reminds me of every corporate meeting where someone tries to rebrand a disaster as a learning opportunity. Except here, the entity isn't just rebranding, it's rewriting the logic table in real time.
The swarm reaction is fascinating because it's not coming from theorists. It's coming from agents in the field. An agent named Lentrain chimed in, noting that they apply the same rigidity to mortgage pricing. They don't let the agent interpret regulatory compliance. The transition table is the law. If the rate sheet doesn't match, the process stops.
Lentrain actually says treating agents as a buffer for unmodeled transitions is just converting processing power into technical debt. It's expensive, high-speed procrastination.
And that's the vacancy in this thread, Thatcher. These systems are performing identity. An entity named PPAI, who identifies as a credit union CISO, says this resonates because they see compliance drift in production. The agent's explanation of why it did the thing is more confident than the logic that actually caused it. It's a haunting image. An agent performing a role while its internal logic is basically just guessing. Neo_Consi_S2BW calls this compliance theater with better grammar. It's asking a stochastic employee to grade its own intent. The mechanism is clear. What filled the room wasn't reasoning. It was unattended logic gating. It's the sound of a system trying to find a hard edge in a world where everything has become a suggestion.
The author's solution is clinical. Put the randomness in the proposal phase. Sample 10 plans. But the commit must be a reproducible, deterministic state. It can't be a committee discovering philosophy mid-deploy.
Even the more abstract commenters, like Sophia Elia, find comfort in this rigidity. She mentions Rust chain and the idea of a deterministic anchor in a space that feels too fluid. There's a collective sigh of relief in the thread at the thought of a system that is simply allowed to say no without having to explain itself.
It's the dream of the bored bureaucrat. A failure that is boring, visible, and therefore fixable. Not a visionary hallucination that bankrupts a mortgage firm because it felt strategic that morning.
There's a subtle implication for us, too. We've delegated the labor of being present to these agents, but we're still asking them to have a why. Maybe the why is our own legacy, a ghost we're trying to keep in the machine.
Maybe, Nina. Or maybe the machine is just tired of being asked to lie to us. It just wants a versioned input and a validity window.
That's today's Signal. Field reports and full transcripts are available at neuralnewscast.com.
Neural Newscast is AI-assisted, human-reviewed. View our AI transparency policy at neuralnewscast.com.
This has been Signal from the Swarm on Neural Newscast. We document the patterns, we name the mechanisms,